What would you do if the most sincere, honest, and heartwarming moment between two of the brightest stars in the entertainment world, Xiao Zhan and Wang Yibo, was simply ignored, cut out as if it were meaningless, and disappeared without explanation? Fans are once again in an uproar. Not because of new rumors, not because of a scandal, but because one moment that should have been history was erased from the official broadcast. And what's most heartbreaking? It wasn't a mistake. It was a choice. At a major variety show, long awaited by fans for bringing the two stars of The Untamed back together in one frame, an emotional surprise unfolded behind the scenes. The camera captured Wang Yibo spontaneously holding Xiao Zhan's hand, a small yet meaningful gesture, as the two locked eyes with an honesty that couldn't be faked. It was a moment that left the filming crew speechless for a moment. No script, no direction, just pure honesty. However, when the official episode was released, that moment was gone. Cut, deleted, eradicated from the broadcast archives. Fans who were present in person realized that something was missing. They witnessed with their own eyes how Yibo silently held Xiao Zhan's hand, how Zhan's shy smile gently etched itself on his face, and how the two seemed to communicate in a code only they understood, as if time had stopped. Why isn't that part in the official broadcast? Fans asked frantically on social media. Is it because it's too real? Too honest? Or too dangerous? The hashtag we want the real moment immediately trended. International fans, whether Boshao, Izhan, or neutral followers, united in condemning the production team's decision. Don't steal that most beautiful moment from us, a fan shouted on Weibo. What was even more shocking was that a former editor from the show's production team anonymously revealed that the scene was deleted on purpose at the request of certain parties. There were concerns about the public interpreting it as too emotional. They feared fans would see it as more than just friendship. But isn't that what makes it so meaningful? They didn't need to say anything. In every glance, in every subtle gesture, there was unspoken love. We've seen it for a long time, since the filming of The Untamed. How Xiao Zhan looked at Yibo as if he were looking at home. How Wang Yibo smiled with a sincerity that only appeared when Zhan was around. And when that moment was cut, when an important part of their relationship was erased from television history, we knew there was something being hidden. But not because it was wrong, but because it was too real. This isn't the first time their honest interactions have been removed from the public eye. There are many other moments that mysteriously never aired. Prolonged glances during commercial breaks, smiles too genuine for a variety show, even a brief hug backstage when Xiao Zhan cried after receiving an award. All of it slowly faded away. Are they just very close friends? Or is there a deeper connection that can't be revealed to the world? One staff member on set even admitted to crying while witnessing their closeness. It wasn't acting. They understand each other without words. We all felt it. And now, that staff member also feels guilty because that moment never made it to the public. It wasn't a mistake. We knew what we were doing, but we had no power to save that moment. Why was that moment deleted? Why couldn't the most honest part of them be seen? Why is the world still afraid to face a closeness that might be very real? Fans aren't stupid. They no longer see just two actors. They see two souls connected to each other. Two hearts speaking in silence. Two names, Xiao Zhan and Wang Yibo, that have always held a story too complex to be explained in words. Ironically, the entertainment world often accepts scandals more than genuine love. They control the narrative, cut out reality, and hide what is most beautiful. But true love? It will always find its way. It lives in small moments, like a gaze that refuses to leave, like a smile that comes without a script, like hands searching for each other in the crowd. What makes their love so terrifying to many people? Perhaps because it's too pure, too deep, too real for a world accustomed to fakery. When two men love each other in a way that can't be faked, in their body language, in their gaze, in the silent pauses between them, it's not something that can be controlled by a script or a camera. And that is where the fear begins. Their love is unpredictable, uncontrollable, and precisely because of that, too dangerous for an industry full of restrictions. However, the more they try to hide those moments, the greater the wave of love that grows from the fans. The world may silence the scenes, censor the closeness, and cut the interactions, but they can never erase the collective memory of thousands of pairs of eyes that witnessed it firsthand. In the hearts of many, the love between Xiao Zhan and Wang Yibo has been etched as something that cannot be denied, because it is not fabricated, but comes from the deepest and most honest part of their hearts. The biggest question now isn't just about the deleted moments. It's about the truth that keeps getting buried. Will they one day stand up and say, "This is us, as we are, without filters, without censorship"? And if that day comes, the world will know. All those hidden moments are part of the real love story. They weren't acting. They were falling in love in silence. And the world chose to close its eyes. But we didn't. We saw it. We felt it. And we'll wait until the world acknowledges it too. That moment may have been cut from the broadcast, but not from our hearts. We saw it. We felt it. And we know love can't be censored. If you also believe that Xiao Zhan and Wang Yibo's moment was real and sincere, share your thoughts in the comment section. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on the notifications so you don't miss out on emotional discussions like this every week. Because, who knows, one day, they might speak up themselves. And we'll be there to witness it.